Yo, it's late again, so you know what that means. I'm about to talk about some shit. Specifically food. So you already know what I'm talking about. Can't think of the name, but it will be in the name or in the title of this video. So let's get this. Sit up on it. And hold on a second. Hey, yeah. You already know what the f going on, man. You already know what I'm saying. Okay. Forget all that bullshit that just happened. So yeah, working at a sandwich place, part 2. You already know what it is, man. So yeah, I don't remember where I left off. I really don't remember. But yeah, you know, working at a sandwich place, it's not fun. I mean, just any fast food restaurant. You know what? This gonna be working at a sandwich place / working in food services, because you know your food services ain't shit. And that's a little meme right there if y'all understood that reference. Ethical. But anyway. Yeah, not fun. Don't work there unless don't work at any food establishment unless you're able to handle it. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about this one time. It wasn't even a place I was working at. This was a Popeyes all the way in Maryland, because I was visiting a family member's friend's relative, and I forget. Oh, I don't know. We were staying with a family member's friend's relative, and we were going to one of my family members' wedding, which is pretty cool. So we were in Maryland, and it was one night we went to Popeyes, right? Because first we went to Pizza Hut, empty as hell, but it was still open. I don't know why no one was there. I mean, gone. There was dead no line. Well, anyway, got the pizza, went to Popeyes. So get this, right? We pull up in Popeyes, right? Tell me why. No, I'm not gonna do it again. Tell me why the whole place was packed, man. I'm talking. This is the place, right? Okay. The stain right here on my shirt is Popeyes. You got the drive-through starting right here, right? This thing is going all around like this. I mean, you'll enter in the place right here, and then move it, and you enter right here, right? The line is going past the entrance. It's way over here, and the entrance just to get into the parking lot for Popeyes is right here. So this thing's mad long, right? You go inside, hella niggas in there, bro. I mean, it's a crowd full of niggas, right? I mean, by niggas I just mean people. Crowd full of niggas, right? People in the back are working their ass off. I mean, and I think there's the low-key understaffed, because there's one dude putting down the chicken, and there's a whole bunch of people working on drive-through, because you know drive-through is one of them in any fast food joint. That's one of your main. Oh, that's tasty. Okay. Like I said, it's late, so it's 1 a.m. I really need to go to bed, but no, I'm gonna do this. So like I was saying, drive-through, that's the most important thing. In food services, you want to get that done fast. So we go in there, right? We wait, and I think we ordered, and we were waiting behind pretty much everyone else. And I'm just this is pointless. Might as well just go to a different chicken spot. Anyway, I mean, I didn't say that, but in my mind, I'm yo, this mad crowded. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, you didn't need to hear that. It's mad pointless. So we waiting there and everything. One of the customers, he's a little bit upset. I mean, I didn't notice it at first, but I noticed it when he goes up to the counter and asks the lady up front, hey, can I get my food? We've been waiting for 10 minutes for just a bucket of chicken or whatever, something like that. But this man isn't considering the fact that there's just like what, a handful of people, working on the chicken, and there's like an eight, like two big college classrooms worth of people trying to get some chicken from just one restaurant at night, mind you. This is at night, and it's crowded. Like I already said, it's crowded. So this man over here he's like, "Yo, where's my chicken? I need my chicken." And he's got his wife and his kid with him and everything, and he's saying this to the lady, and the lady's like, "Okay, yes, you still have to wait though." Da-da-da. Like, just saying what you're supposed to say as a fast food worker, or anyone who works with customers and is in food services. You're being polite, polite, cordial, letting them know, hey, we're getting your food as fast as we can. But there's I'm pretty sure I'm not sure, I don't really remember this part, but I'm certain that she let them know that, hey, there's a lot of people, so it's gonna take a minute. I'm pretty sure she let them know before that, or let them know beforehand. But whatever. Anyway, she lets me know that, hey, wait a moment, or like, yo, a few minutes, rather. That's what she said. And then he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, going on and on. Let me stop. She said, oh, it's gonna be done in like 5-6 minutes. And he's like, okay, I was told that 10 minutes ago. Which, okay, makes sense. You were told it's gonna be done in like 5-6 minutes 10 minutes ago. So, okay. But my guy, he's getting a little too frustrated. Goes ahead and, not raises his voice, not to the lady, but to the guy in the back. Because there's one, like I said, there's one dude putting down chicken. Goes ahead and raises his voice so the guy in the back can hear him. Not raise his voice so that way he can, yell at him. But, so the guy can hear him. Says to him, hey, man, can you put some chicken down? And the guy's like, hey, yeah, it's going to take a minute, And then, yet again, the father, the dude with the wife and the child, he's over here like, okay, well, basically he said something that ticked off the guy in the back. I'm not sure, but it was pretty aggressive what he said. So this man in the back probably was already having a low-key bad day because he got real shitty. So all I see is this dude go off or walk off this way. Next thing I knew, everyone looks to their left. This man, get this, this man comes out of nowhere with a knife, all right? And, he's walking, and, it's so weird, because, he was walking towards him, right? And there was, a super clear path, it's not metaphorical path. I mean, a literal path, through the people, it was, a literal clear path. And he was, kind of fast walking. He wasn't running. He was fast walking, right? And, he had the knife in, his right hand. Yeah, his right hand. And, I just so happened to be, this is the path. And I was, right here. So, I wasn't, behind anybody. I was, right here. I was one of the people on the line of that path that he would walk past. So, he's walking. I see him with the knife. And this is, almost a knee-jerk reaction to me, right? I stopped this dude. And I'm with my mom. So she's like, oh no, my child. Knife. Let me protect my child. But the way she went about it, in my mind, it seemed like she was stopping me from doing something that what she thought was stupid. Because like I just said, I stopped the dude from running at him. Because this is even though this customer over here, he's dumb for what he just did. He's practically getting on the guy about doing his job. But there's a whole lot of people. Sure, he's dumb for doing that, but this man has a wife and child. And it's about to get, not crazy, but it's about to get a little bit more coincidentally crazy. So, just wait a minute. This man has a wife and child. And this dude's about to kill him. And it was way too easy for me to stop him, because, he wasn't about to stab somebody else. He had only eyes for that one dude. And even if he tried to stab somebody else, I would have knocked this man out real quick. And then plus it was a whole bunch of other people. For some reason, no one decided to stop this dude. Because for one, there was a lot of white people. So I'm surprised no white person tried to stop him. It would have made sense. Like two big old, there was like two big old niggas. Some of them were like army veterans. They could have stopped him, but anyway, I stop him, and then instead of my mom helping me, she tries to stop me from stopping him. So it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a scenario that's similar to that specific part, but it's that if you were me, you'd be like, okay, that makes no sense. It makes sense for you to help me out and get the knife out of that guy's hand, or tell him like, hey, put the knife down. Anyway, that happens. Guy goes back, puts the knife back. Most likely calls his friends because my mom tells me to go back in the car or whatever. She's still trying to push me or whatever because that makes sense. I mean, yeah, there's like by then the guy was already back there, and for some reason she was still trying to push me for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Pretty dumb anyway. But yeah, tells me to go in the car, so I go in the car. Dude, clearly he called his friends because his friends rolled up to the place, picked him up. Right before he left, I got out of the car to make sure he was cool and everything. And I told him like, yeah, man, I mean, if you can't handle food service, man, you shouldn't be in it, bro. And I think I told him like, if I were you, I wouldn't even come back here because you're most definitely gonna get fired. Like, you came at somebody with a knife, you were about to kill that nigga. And like, that's just a little bit of like food service. Like, I'm just saying all that just to say this, like, hey, y'all niggas need to think twice about going to like working at a Popeyes, working at any food service, fast food, sit down and eat restaurant where there's a lot of people sitting down, like fine dining, whatever it is, because you might have to deal with customers like that who don't care about nothing and who say things that they should not be saying to get you riled up. Now you gotta be like me. Blank face, just doing your job. Don't care what kind of attitude they have. Just be polite. Don't use no profanity, none of that. That's what I do. I don't use profanity, none of that. I'm nice, but every time you see me, I'll just have the straightest face ever. Like, I keep a straight face so much, like, it would be weird it's sometimes uncomfortable for me tonight to not even have a straight face when I'm serving somebody. So I'm like this, right? Hold on. Let me get a better light so y'all can see me. Alright. So I'm like this, right? Hi. What would you like? Okay, wheat, white, flat. Okay, flatbread. What type of sandwich? Okay. And what cheese you want? Cheddar? Okay. And then put the cheddar on there. And then, make the sandwich. Yeah. Pull it out of the oven. Okay. What vegetables you want? Yeah. Okay. What sauce would you like? Okay. Yeah, there. It doesn't sound exactly like that, but you get the point. You can see my face, right? It's all blank and shit. I mean, in person, it's different. When you see me doing it in person, it's pretty much how you're supposed to be. That way you won't have to deal with, hold on, let me see something. All right, we're Gucci. I just want to make sure something. Yeah, but no, that's how you're supposed to be. You don't want to be, you don't want to let these customers get on your bad side at all, or even just get you riled up at all. Even if they say, oh, you got an attitude, don't even trip. You'd be like, okay, fuck you gonna do? And hell, sometimes your manager might say that you were wrong for doing whatever it is you're doing. Sometimes it might not. Hey, it's whatever, man. Just do your job. But anyway, yeah, that was another near-death experience I almost had. I didn't say near-death, but hey. Anyway, that was pretty crazy. What else could I talk about? This is, food service. Oh, since I don't work for them, I could talk about me working at, well, no, I'm still supposed to be talking about me being a sandwich maker. Oh, yeah. So, like, I remember I talked about, like, females and, like, how they're indecisive. So, now let's talk about the females when they're not indecisive. And I think I already mentioned this too. You'll ask them what they want, and they progressively get more and more upset with you with the more questions you ask, which I understand because naturally when it comes with men or just females in general, they don't like to be asked like well, let's say this, like when you talk to a female, especially with men, like it has to be like a conversation, not an interrogation. Like, you don't want to keep asking them question after question after question. Otherwise, they're just gonna get shitty. Like, oh, okay, what are you talking to me for? Like, this is an interrogation. You're not a cop. I'm not a suspect or a witness or a victim or whatever. So why are you talking to me? Like, you get what I'm saying, right? So like, in reference to that, in reference to all of what I just said, females, when they, oh dang, in reference to all of that, females, when I'm asking them all these questions, they're like kind of getting upset. Some of them get upset, not all of them. I don't want to put them in one basket, but some of the females, sometimes, some of the females, sometimes more than just some, but they get upset. And I'm like, well, do you want me to make your food correctly or not? Like, come on. Like, I could just make your sandwich, give it to you, and then chuck it in the trash. I could just do that. Heck, sometimes, ooh, bro, oof, OOF, exclamation point. But nah, ooh, yeah, they get mad, and then that gets me mad with their reactions. Sometimes, like I think I said this before, sometimes I forget what they had asked me to put on there. So then you could tell by the way they say the thing again, like, oh, okay, I'll say lettuce, tomato, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, and what else did you want? And be like, and what was it that you wanted? And they'll say onions, like not in that way, but like in whatever way they say it, and like you could tell whether it's like with a fake smile or a smile that looks real, but it's that was great. Smile that looks real, but clearly I don't. I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, a smile that looks real, but isn't. You know what? You can see this door. I don't like looking at the camera and then it just being dark behind me. Nah. So, matter of fact, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but like, dang, I almost forgot. But anyway, like, whether they're smiling and it looks fake, smiling and it doesn't look fake, or not smiling at all, like you could like tell the way someone says something and their body language. So they get very upset, or like they're like, oh my god, why is he asking me that? I already told you, and like y'all don't get it. Like, we're standing up there all day. We're gonna have, well, just anybody, any one person is gonna have thoughts running through their head. Yeah, like thoughts running through their head, or we just might be thinking about some other stuff while we're making the sandwich. Like, I'll be making a sandwich thinking about, I don't know, this one thing I heard on the news, or like, we'll just be thinking about something, or something will be on our mind, whether it's something personal, not personal, whatever. So, or we'll be thinking about, okay, they want this, that. Sometimes we go over that a little too much to the point where we end up forgetting one thing. And sometimes we just forget and we don't have a whole bunch of stuff in our mind. You know, human error. But, you know, people are people. And whether they remember that that human error does exist or not, they're still going to be like, what the fuck? Why the fuck did you forget? You fucking suck. You're fucking dumb. You're fucking dumb. Like, you know, they think, oh, why would you ask me like 3 fucking times? Because we want to make sure we get it correct. Sometimes we do ask 3 times on purpose so we can make sure we get it correct. Because if we don't, and then your ass complains about it to our manager, and then we get in trouble, and then we get fired, and that's one more person who has no job, who has on their record, doesn't treat customers correctly, or doesn't do what is told when customers ask for this, that, and third. So now we have to find a job where we can't even where we don't have to deal with customers, and niggas end up working at fucking FedEx with a whole bunch of bummy ass hillbilly looking motherfuckers with missing teeth, and be like, bro, I can't work this job no more, but can't go any other place because your ass wanted to complain about some fucking pickles. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that happened to me, because it really didn't, but like it really didn't. But nah, like y'all need to chill. There was something else I was gonna say. Oh no, I forgot. So we're gonna jump on. I'm gonna try to end this real quick because I don't want this to be 30 minutes. We're gonna jump on to the next thing. I used to work at Noodles and Company. It was the last job I was at. Didn't work there too long. It was just until I could get the job that I have right now. And Noodles and Company, it was okay. I got to cook, but it was essentially fast food, just without a drive-through. It wasn't good for me since I had narcolepsy, and I was still kind of like, what's the word? Basically, I was too afraid to not tell people I had narcolepsy, but I was a little more afraid of confrontation back then than I am now, and I still struggle with confrontation, but it wasn't enjoyable after a while. It really wasn't enjoyable. Niggas didn't understand my narcolepsy. It is a disorder that a whole lot of people don't talk about, so not a whole lot of people are familiar with it. And even though I explain it to them, and even though they try to simplify it to where that's exactly not what it is, they still want to act like, oh, how come you can't do this? Or, oh, you need to hurry up, or like, you know, even though they act like that, it's like, bro, like, it's not that simple, and you need to understand and be considerate. But people are never considerate, and you have to keep reminding people every 5 seconds what your disorder is, even though you told them 20 times, and I'm not even kidding with that number. I've dealt with people like that multiple times. It's so dumb. Anyway. Alright, yeah. Anyway, I was looking at time. What was I about to say? Yeah, Noodles and Company, after a while, it didn't get fun. And then there was like a lot of females. And so like pretty much someone who's afraid of confrontation plus a lot of females equals this nigga being pretty much being taken over by females. And like just not being able to be a man, you know? And I know this sounds kind of weird, or like sounds a certain type of way now that I just said that, but that's really what it is. When you're dealing with a lot of females, when you're in an estrogen filled environment and you're the only dude most of the time, and the other males there are pretty much pussy whoop niggas, or not pussy whoop, but like just some ass kissing niggas, or not even ass kissing, the type of dudes who are around females to where they're used to being submissive in a way, but don't really, like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically the dudes who aren't really submissive, but don't necessarily scream masculinity, essentially. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it wasn't really that great, and on top of that, I know I kind of went on a little too long about it. Y'all niggas are lost. Y'all have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. But anyway, after a while, the managers literally were thinking about firing me. And I heard this through an assistant manager. I don't remember any of their names, but it was stupid. And then one day, the manager slipped up. And it was so funny because it was close to the day where I was going to go ahead and quit anyway, because I had orientation for my new job like the next day. Like, well, not the next day, but the day after. But anyway, it was so ironic. She had messed up. Like, I had no idea I was supposed to work this day. Matter of fact, because I had checked the schedule. And I didn't see anything that said, oh, such and such is working on this day. Like, there was nothing there that was put there by the computer. But she was saying that, the manager was saying that, oh, she had written something. And I didn't see anything written, nor did I even remember it anyway. So regardless, I was already gone. I was like literally on the other side of Indianapolis. So she's calling me, right? Get this, right? This bitch. For real. Because she ain't gonna watch this. If she does, fuck you. This bitch, with her 10 kids having asthma, she can't even do her fucking job, right? She probably don't even work there no more. Who cares? Anyway, this bitch, right? Calling me, oh, where the fuck are you at? No, she doesn't literally say that, but like, she's like, oh, where are you at? And like, she's using a tone of voice that, for one, you're a manager. Be professional. Don't fucking call people, say where you at, or like, how come you're not at work today, and you're practically fucking yelling at them. Like, that's not professional. She's practically fucking yelling at me over the phone. Well, not yelling, but her voice is clearly raised. And I'm saying, I'm not in work today. Why are you calling? She's like, oh, you were supposed to be here. And I was like, I checked the schedule. It didn't say I was supposed to be here. And she's like, yeah, I did. I wrote it down. I'm like, I didn't see anything written down. And she's like, well, can you come in today? I'm like, I can't. I'm on the other side of Indianapolis doing something else now. And then she said some dumb stuff like, "What? Do you want me to fire you?" Which further solidified that she was thinking about firing me. So I'm like, and now I played it cool. I'm like, no, you don't have to do that, because I'm just sitting here like, this bitch is dumb, or like, not even that. I was just like, this is fucking stupid. Like that's literally what's going through my mind. Like, this is fucking stupid. This is like, if I was supposed to work here at such and such time, and then we also check the email. We also get an email to see when we're working there. So, and I checked that, and I wasn't on there to work that day. So I'm like, okay, if I was supposed to work on this day, whether you wrote it down on the thing or not, you're still supposed to call me and let me know, just in case, just to make sure that I know. Because it says, she's saying, because when I went there the next day to see, she said it was written out specifically for me. So I'm sitting here like, okay, if it was specifically for me, then you were supposed to call me to make sure, just in case I didn't see it. And not just hope I saw it. Like, because clearly I didn't. So you over here saying, do you want me to fire you and all that? No. Anyway, I ended the conversation with her on that. And this was back when I was going to choir rehearsal. And I went ahead, told my mom, because she drove me to choir rehearsal. This is all the way in Fisher. So we go to a church in Fisher, because there ain't no black church in Greenwood. If there is, we haven't heard of it. Anyway, told my mom about that. She said, oh, no, we're writing a letter and you're quitting tomorrow. And that's exactly what we did. Went there, gave her the letter, and my mom was there too, just to make sure shit didn't go down. And some of the employees were kind of scared, like, what's going on? They had a scared look on their face. I was like, I was cool. I was just like walking in. I was like, and she said, okay, come over here so I can show you the thing. See this? I see this? I wrote this on here. I don't remember exactly what she said, so I'm just going off the cuff right now. See this? I wrote this right here. This is the time that you're supposed to come in. And I was like, okay. I'm still quitting. I didn't even tell her why. I just said, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, she was saying, she was trying to make, like, are you sure? You sure you want to quit? Like, she was saying that, like, I needed the fucking job. Bitch, I don't need a job where I have to go in every day, work with a whole bunch of females who are disrespectful to me, who I've told once or twice that I have narcolepsy, but am afraid to tell them now because I'm intimidated by them, because I'm afraid of confrontation. Like at that point, I was really afraid of confrontation and still struggle with that. And it's like, I'm not about to be in that environment, especially now since one of your assistant managers just told me that most of y'all are thinking about firing me. I might as well just leave, because y'all niggas gonna fire me pretty soon anyway. So yeah, and I handed her the letter. I didn't even wait for her to finish reading it. I just handed her the letter and bounced. For all I know, she probably fired the assistant manager, because that assistant manager was not supposed to tell me. And that was her fault for telling her. So I was like, hey, you told me this shit. That was your call. Alright? And I even put that in the letter that one of y'all niggas told me. And so she gave him hell for sure. For all I know, she probably fired that lady afterwards. Probably wasn't really fun to hang out there. But yeah, that's one other place I worked at. So yeah, I'm gonna end this now. It's like 30 minutes. Hopefully this video was entertaining if you stayed here long enough. If not, then shit. I don't know. In the future, I need to make this more entertaining. Probably there's gonna be way more edits, bro. I'm gonna be like one of these people who are on YouTube right now. I got making 20 figures a year, you know what I'm saying? Oh, not 20 figures, like 20 figures each month, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got me a bad girl over here from Dubai, you know what I'm saying, man? Yo, I got a penthouse all the way in Tokyo, you know what I'm saying, man? I got everything, man. I got Lambo in the back, you know what I'm saying? I'm fit, I'm vegan, you know? Yeah, nigga, and I'm buff. Yeah, fuck you, nigga. Suck my dick. Nah. I'm not gonna be like one of them YouTubers, but nah. I mean, I might, but who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I don't know. Future me, you better be doing better. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna see y'all niggas later.